Hey y'all, and welcome back into another episode of the Golden Lands live play on Deep South Gaming. We are continuing where we left off. If you may notice that our money's way down, and there's a reason for that. We decided to lease something. We are show it to you in 1 second. Just putting stuff on Discord. So many Discords. All right, there we go. Now we are all caught up. So yeah, at least this harvester over here, it was 19,000 some change, but I think we can make that back quite easily with all these trees we still have. And it'll be a lot faster for us too. So let's go ahead and get to where we can see. Open up our harvester. And go ahead and open up the menu so we can set the proper cut length. We want 6 meter logs. Yeah, we'll do that. Now I know it'll cut some too short, but it'll be worth it, I think. All right, let's bring that back up so we can see when we can cut the tree. There we go. And it seems to be glitching out on us. Ah, now we're stuck to the tree. Oh, I know why. I hit the wrong button. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, I hit X instead of A, which is the clamshell down. Which is an easy mistake to make. I ain't gonna lie. But we'll probably get 4 cuts off this tree. Maybe 3 full ones and then a partial. But the partials I want to keep separate because I think that's what's causing us to have problems with the auto load. So let's go ahead and pop this one to this side. Oh, I was wrong. It was the right length. Oh, now I can't. Oh well. There we go. It should still load up that way. I'm hoping at least. But if y'all haven't caught any of these other episodes, we are doing a domination challenge on Golden Lands. Here's the PDA. The gist of it, we started off with a big loan, 500,000, which is the highest it will let us go, and no equipment. we had to buy one plot that had the two longer rectangles. So I chose this one because it had a field and forestry. And to complete the challenge, we got to own over 75% of the map, have at least 8 productions, have 3 different types of animals with over 100 animals each, and cows and buffalo count as one type, and sheep and goats count as one type. I hate when they fall the wrong way. We also have to have a bunch of different crops in storage. 500 liters of each type of the ones listed. Can't really read my handwriting right now, but for a more detailed description, you could visit the channel page, and it's listed under the live stream playlist. Yeah, we haven't really. We've harvested what was on that field already, and we planted it with canola, I believe. Yeah, canola. And it's got a while. Actually, let's run over here and check it real quick. Let's see. Growth stage 3 of 9. So yeah, we still got a good while till that's ready. Contracts are allowed, but for some reason on this playthrough, harvesting contracts aren't working. As soon as I accept the contract, it automatically goes to fail. So I don't know what's up with that. I can't fail to find anything when I researched it, what would cost that. So, which kind of sucks because, whoops, harvesting contracts are a good financial move. But we do got plenty of wood here to to harvest and sell. Eventually I will put in a like a sawmill or something. But right now we don't have the funds for that. I've actually been meaning to try out Farmer Donkey's new sawmill that's in the mod hub. I haven't even honestly looked at it since I downloaded it off the mod hub. I don't know how much it costs or anything like that. I guess we could check that real quick. Let's see, factories. Whoops. Let's see, it'll probably be near the bottom. Not even sure if I activated it on this gameplay yet. I might not have. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Nope. I'll have to make a note to do that for our next playthrough. Because if I'm not mistaken, you can actually make stuff from wood chips too in it. I just haven't had time to get it and check it out, unfortunately. I mean, I got time to get it, but I haven't had time to play with it to see what it, capabilities are and everything. But if there's any mod y'all would like to see me use, it's honestly not unrealistic capacities. We can give them a try. I'm using a couple mods I've never used before. Just trying to get the feel for different things. I'm not used to this smaller tree harvester. Doesn't steer like the other ones. But it seems like we've been uniformly getting 4 logs per tree, which is nice. That might be a full load there. So let's go ahead and hop into our tractor. Back it up a little bit. We don't need that no more. We might not have a full load. I'm hoping we can at least make enough to pay for the harvester rental. And if not, want to pick those ones up. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't do that, but had that problem last week too. I thought it was because of inconsistent sizing, but that harvester cuts out a consistent size, so who knows. While we're driving down to sell the stuff, let's see if there's any contracts we want to take. Bell wrapping, that's a nice one. Cultivating, 89. We might do that one. Let's get to the store before we take more time to look at it, because I don't want to crash. Because I am very likely to do that. I do enjoy this map. It's a little too flat, but the concept of it is nice. Having a nice little area where you could pretty much do anything you want. So yeah, we got cultivating on field 89 for 5,100. Ain't too bad. Harvesting cotton there. Got a couple plowing ones. 93 for 6 grand. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And go and hit that cultivating one. And we can let a whoops, a worker handle those while we log. All right, so we got 11,000, so just about half of the what we needed to cover the cost of the tree harvester. Oh, they give us the big old Ford to use. All right, which one was cultivating? 89? Yeah, 89. Which is to our right, 3 fields. Yeah, I haven't never used this Ford tractor before. I haven't really used much on the Plains and Prairie Pack. It's a slow one, that's for sure, but all the big ones normally are. And I got the world fastest tractor too. And I haven't used that one either. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. Nope. It'll help if you go the right way, huh? Yeah, I don't think that John Deere looked like a 9R. Might be an 8R. I don't think it's much faster too. Or either, I should say. Must use proper English. Don't want to sound like a hick from Mississippi. But yeah, I guess we'd go ahead and unfold this because it won't hurt nothing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the articulating tractors, but most of your bigger ones are articulating. I've operated some articulating heavy equipment before, and it's a lot different in real life than in the game physics. Of course, I've never really towed anything with a articulating piece of equipment. So yeah, it's a 8R. And then this field was down and to the left. Let's see if we can make it that one without getting lost. Probably not. But yeah, I know there's places in the world that's like this, where it's nothing but flat open country. It'd be nice in a way, but kind of be boring too. Cause I like to play golf. I suck at it, but I like to play it every now and then. And playing on a flat course, it just doesn't seem like it'd be as fun. That and hunting out wide open. I think that might be a pain too. Yeah, I'm currently reading a book called Dead Man Walk. It's the first book in the Lonesome Dove series. Because I read Lonesome Dove first because my wife suggested it. Really good book. I would recommend it to anybody if y'all like reading. But basically, they're trekking from Austin, Texas to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Back in Wild West days, where they're having to deal with Indians and all that jazz. But they've entered into the Great Plains of Texas. And they describe how there's no trees anywhere or any of that jazz. Be rough. I'm a good southern boy. I like me a shade tree, especially two that are close enough together to string a hammock across. Yeah, that's a relaxing time right there. All right, let's see if he'll pick these up now that, ooh, hit a stump there. Now that we have Nope, still don't want to pick them up. Oh well. Let's go ahead and crank this up. I think I want to get more towards the road some. Because eventually, I think this is where we're going to put our farm area on this side of the land. And on the other side, we might start adding productions. I don't know which one we're going to add first. Why can't trees ever fall how I want them to? Well, actually, that might work out. Just extend out a little. Yeah, that's perfect. Never mind my comment. But yeah, even if we could accept harvesting contracts right now, it's the worst. I mean, cotton's a good payout, but it's so tedious to do. I got a log over there or something. Got to try to get that. I do like using tree harvesters. They're very convenient. Now that I know how to use them. Which it took me a minute to learn, that's for sure. Let's get lined up with this tree. We'll probably haul one more load. And how much was the daily rental fee for this? Let's see, 3,000 per day. Yeah, we'll probably keep it overnight because we got a lot of trees. And we're only at 0.2 hours of operating hours, so it sounds like the cats are hyper playing chase with each other. Yeah, well, I guess it's been a while now. When I was doing shorts, I was watched my shorts and then some others came on. And there's one of a real life harvester and how they handled it. It was actually pretty cool because it wasn't a perfectly straight tree, but they were able to manipulate it to where they could still delimit and everything. I don't know many people who are loggers, but I've known several who hauled logs, and I know that's something I wouldn't want to do. Of course, I wouldn't want a job that's dependent on the weather. I mean, a lot of those jobs, you can make good money on, but if you get, a month of rain or something, you get a month without a paycheck. There it goes. And, you know, a month without a paycheck don't sound fun. Just like I know some guys who work offshore, you know. I guess it depends on the company, but some, you know, they'll work like 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and they get paid straight through. They like break it up kind of like they guess they do with teachers for summer. But some they just make their money while they're on and, you know, spend it while they're off. That's also another job I wouldn't want to do, working in the oil industry. Even though it is good money too. In fact, we were talking at work. One of my buddies was saying how one of the guys was doing contract work overseas. He was talking about how good the money was and all that. You know, me and him came to the realization money ain't worth being away from home. I mean, maybe if you're young and single, it'd be worth it, but once you get kids, I don't think it is. But teach their own, you know. I mean, I've known people who quit good jobs to go overseas to make, you know, 3, 4 times more than what they were making back home. Did that for a couple years and then came back. But that ain't me. I'm a homebody. Well, not really. I mean, I do like traveling, but I'd rather be at home than, you know, away from family. And I know from experience that I'd rather be home. All right, we're 19% done on the plowing contract and 40% done with the cultivating contract. Which that plowing contract will probably take a while because that's a big field and those kind of plows, the straight ones, suck. They're slow. So I know we said we'll probably go to sleep after take a load, but I forgot we had contracts going, so don't want to lose that money. So we have to wait till that's done. And maybe next month there'll be, let's see, October, November. I don't think anything's really ready to be harvested in November. Whoops. All right. We actually got a good little bit of this cleared off. Go ahead and turn this off. And load up the tractor with what we can. Hopefully we get a little bit more than last time. Oh yeah, I think we are. Let's loop around, see if those other ones are out of range or if it's just doesn't want to pick them up. I guess it just doesn't want to pick them up. Okay, well, let's throw our straps back on and go make us a sale. Now I don't remember how much these plots cost. but I don't think they're too expensive. Yeah, we got time. Of course, it's gonna save. So individual field, that one's 33,000. That's 34, so about 35,000. So 70,000 for the whole square, which ain't too bad. All right. So we need 8,000 to break even with leasing the log on the tree harvester, and we made 16,000 on that one. First I thought I said wage penalty. I was like, what? But no, that's our payment for the workers. So we're back up to 37,854. Nice. Yeah, I don't know which way we're going to expand first. I guess it just all depends on where we are or what's growing. Let's see, we have, looks like sunflowers there. We can't harvest that yet. This should be corn. Yep. This one's probably wheat. No data found. Yeah, wheat. And it's still a while from being ready to harvest. Let's look at a crop calendar. Can anything be harvested in November? Grass, and that's it. Oh, wait. Never mind. I was looking at the planting season. Yeah, corn's in November, cotton, green beans, parsnips, red beets, soybeans. Are there any soybean contracts? Cotton, 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 cotton. Mowing wouldn't be too bad. And it's right there by the shop. So yeah, let's go ahead and borrow those items. Turn this off so we're not wasting fuel. Crank that up. And it looks like they gave us some K-branded mowers to use. Get to where we can see better. We're only 33% done with that field. This one should go a whole lot faster than that one, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and pop over to that plow and oh, there he is. Take a look at the field. Yeah, he has well. And then I hate to have a whole episode of just doing forestry, honestly. Probably not as interesting to y'all. Let's go ahead and move this over here. And let's go ahead and manually load these logs just to get them out of the way because I want to, like I said, not just do forestry. So let's go ahead and toggle super strength on. And unfortunately do this. Yeah, I have no clue why it's not acting right. But we're gonna take care of it. And then we're going to lease us one more piece of equipment. But first we have to get these out of the way. I am glad that it's, you know, spruces on this map to have like oaks or elms. Because I hate logging those, honestly. You gotta come up into a billion pieces. We got two more here. Yeah, I'm not figuring we'll get much off this. Maybe 4 or 5 thousand if we're lucky. Oops. Hit the trailer. Push those back a little. And I think we had one. Oh, I know we have one over here somewhere. Nope, that's a stump. One problem with this grass, it's too tall. Which I know Gaming Joy's working on a prairie grass mod. I don't know if it's if it's out yet or not. I know he's mentioned it in his live streams before. I think that'll be interesting. Yep, we got one right there. There we go. Oh, we got two here. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't want to load some of them, but be alright. I'm uno mas. Yeah, our mower's almost caught up to the plowing contract. helps if you start the engine to go anywheres, huh? Yeah, we'll just sell this load of wood and we'll leave the trailer down here by the shop because we'll need a tractor to haul our next item. Which I'm sure y'all can probably guess what it'll be. But if you can't, you know, y'all find out in a second. You know, like I said, I don't think we'll get but 4,000 or 5,000 for this load. Ah, 8,000, I was wrong. So let's go ahead and let's check these cells. Nothing we really need there, so let's come back up here. And we're going to get us a stump grinder. You know, instead of leasing it, let's go ahead and buy it. I want to change the colors up a little bit. Let's do a, yeah. Yeah, black and green, just like the Deep South colors. So let's go ahead and buy it, which will bring us down to a little under 5 grand. But our contract should give us enough money to cover our leasing I mean, not leasing costs, interest tonight. I do love this mower. Probably the best mower in the game. You can mow with it, swath with it, um, mulch with it, stump grind with it, and just destroy everything with it. So let's go ahead and put it to stump grinder. It'll probably even take out these bushes right here too. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and change it to destroyer. Yeah. Turn it on, lower it down. Yes, it does take out those bushes. Give you all a better view of it. Oop, missed a stump. Yeah, I know there's an update that's going to be coming out for this. I don't know when or what the update will consist of. I just heard that there was an update for it. I honestly don't know what kind of improvements could be made on it. But I do like the destroyer mode because even sometimes with the tall grass, when you mow it, you'll still lose the trees in the mowed grass. And this just gets rid of everything. Stump kicked it up. I guess it got it. Anyways. Ooh, got stuck there. Yeah, when I made this challenge, I should turn seasonal growth off, so we'd have more variety of stuff to plant and harvest. But what's done is done. There it goes. Ooh, got stuck again. Lower that down. Apparently I didn't put the tree harvester down low enough to keep the stumps low. But yeah, I love this mower. Alright, worker C has completed their task. The cultivating and the plowing, mowing's done. And I believe, even though we got the destroyer on, this grass should grow back in a couple months. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've used the destroyer mode on this. We'll go ahead and clean up to the road. Plus I got a stump right here. And y'all just got hankering for some oatmeal raisin cookies for some reason. Alright, let's go ahead and park this and collect our 2 contracts that are done. So, so we're going to get 4,500 for the cultivating, and we're going to get 4,600 for the mowing. And we're still only at 65% in plowing. Ooh. Don't want to drive on our field, that's for sure. So yeah, with 13,000, that should cover our lease costs and our interest for the night. Once we do, sleep, sure enough, accepted that plowing contract. But if I cancel it now, we'll lose some money, and I don't really feel like losing money. What's our weather supposed to be like tomorrow? Tomorrow's supposed to be sunny with snow in December and January. But no signs of tornadoes, so that's good. Even though since I've been playing 25, I've only seen one tornado. I've had it show tornado before, but and not seen one. Well, a couple times, but I've only physically seen one tornado. Which I've been debating whether to put the tornado physics mod in this or not. And the concept behind it is actually pretty cool. I don't know what y'all think. Because, I mean, what y'all want to see is important because if y'all don't see stuff y'all like, y'all don't watch it. It's pointless me doing this, so. Anytime y'all can leave suggestions, either during the live stream or afterwards when it posts, or I have a Discord. The link to it's in the channel description. Y'all can leave suggestions there too. Honestly, all those ways are good for me. Let's open up the clamp and do yet again some more logging. Part of me wants to go ahead and handle the logging off screen, but part of me also wants this to be a live stream series, you know. I mean, like today, I did go ahead and get the Lisa Harvester before I went live, but that's just because it takes forever to drive around. So to save y'all the boredom of me just driving it to the farm, I went ahead and got it. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all want me to just take care of some stuff off camera, or am I not up against the tree? There it goes. That's better. I mean, I know there's some YouTubers who work off camera for their live stream stuff, and some who don't. Yeah, I'm still fairly new, trying to figure out my rhythm, so any input y'all have will be helpful. I do like this view. Makes it so much easier. Even though I have done it from this view plenty before, that one just is a little bit easier. I am 77% complete with the plowing. And we have 4 people watching. Thanks for joining us. I know this is riveting entertainment. But I do appreciate y'all coming in and watching. I know there's other things that could be done. Like for one thing, Survivor came out today. At least if you want to wait to watch it without commercials. I've got to where I don't even watch network TV anymore. I just wait till it comes to streaming so I don't have to worry about ads. Because I don't know if it's just me, but nowadays they just seem stupid. And it's like they think we're stupid. But like I said, that just might be me. Yeah, this is the only downside to that view. Sometimes you can't see because of the tree branches. This actually kind of makes me miss my logging series I was doing. Which I did see a map. Let's see, what was that? I think it came out Tuesday? Or was it yesterday? I think it was Tuesday. I think it's called Jesper River Valley. It looks really good. Haven't tried it yet. But it looks like one of those maps I would thoroughly enjoy. Because, they got... Come on, fall the other way. Did it? No. Dang it. Oh well. I know how to fix that. Probably ain't the best way to do it, but that's how I'm going to do it. There we go. Hey, we're up to 85% complete. Yeah, I wish Giants would put a better plow than the, or not really better, but so what are they? Base game. Oh, nothing but these straight plows. I wish Giants would come out with something, kind of like this, which I used this one a good bit, and the other one I didn't activate. This one I've never used. The only reason it's on here, I put the Colossus pack in here for the stone picker, not to do a wider width, but just to up the capacity a little bit. Instead of having 2,000 liters, I upped it to 5,000 liters. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love the Colossus pack, which it just got to update too, to where you could adjust the working speed, I believe. I just briefly read it before I got on tonight. But yeah, most of the stuff by Chris S. and Riley S. are good. All but two this time. Nice. And we can see them for later. But yeah, if I had like a 6M or a 9M, that field would be plowed already. Or the SP10, which I don't have installed on this gameplay. But I used that one on my Countryside Lands gameplay playthrough, and I enjoyed that one too. It's I think it was 10 meters wide, but it's collapsible, and you could plow like I forget exactly. I think the unrealistic speed was 23 miles per hour. I think the regular one was like 10 or 12. All right, we got another 13,000 there, and we're 91% complete on plowing. As soon as we get 100, we'll collect on that contract and go to sleep for the night and see how bad the bank's going to hit us for the interest. In fact, as soon as we get over to our property, we'll go jump in the tractor with the plow and see how much it actually has to go. Huh, no wonder why that field was so light green on the growth. They just planted it with wheat. All right, let's hop over to the tractor. Oh, yes, there's the headlands to do. Of course, he has two headlands to do. Oh, no, that's a little bit wider than I thought it was. 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like this tractor did 5 headlines. But he's almost done, thankfully. Gotta love some sweet tea. Granted, homemade's best, but Arizona's dang close. I love me some Arizona tea, especially the Arnold Palmers you get in the 16-ounce cans. Those things are so good. But I don't think there's anything more refreshing than sweet tea. My wife would totally disagree with me on that. She thinks water's the most refreshing drink. Which I can understand that, but I'm not a big plain water drinker. I have to be really, really hot, and it has to be really, really cold. The water has to be really, really cold. But even then, I'll add uh, like a Crystal Light mix or something to it. I like to have flavor in my drinks. All right, we're at 98, and it's getting dark. 99, let's go ahead and save it, and then go to our tent, which is right here. Visit. And then as soon as he hits 100, which should be any second, we'll collect it. And of course the game's gonna make a liar out of me. Go figure. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Tired of flipping back and forth. There we go, contract finished. So let's collect that, 5,600. And then let's see how bad they're gonna hurt us. Let's see, only 600 in loan interest, that ain't too bad. 4,100 in vehicle rental costs. And let's see if there's anything. Where am I? Oh yeah, no. So it looks like root crops, corn, and sunflowers. Or any cultivating cotton. You know what? Let's do it. Okay, didn't fail right away. Sweet. Of course, I need to get to the shop. We'll go ahead and do this one together. I ain't done a cotton harvest in a while. I think the last time I did it was on my Country Lands playthrough, and it was a time lapse. So where are we going, anyways? 77. Yeah, I think we'll do this harvest and then we'll call it a live stream. Whoops. Wanted to back out, not stop. Yeah, one day I need to learn to play with mouse and keyboard. I honestly haven't even tried yet. Started playing on Xbox, and when I started YouTube, man, I just brought my controller over to the computer. Got some bright lights on this harvester, that's for sure. Alright, and here's our field. Hopefully we can get a full harvester. I've had that happen before where, whoops. Are we harvesting? No, we're not. Why aren't we harvesting? There we go. Help if I put it down, huh? I'm gonna go with steering assist on this one. Just because it's easier. And I think it's I know one of the bells is 20,000 liters per bell. I can't remember if it's the square or the round. I believe it's the square. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna use any of the field. It's automatic drop turned on. Turn on. Nope. Now it is. Even though I don't think we'll get a full harvester, which would be, well, I can't remember if I have unload bells early active on this playthrough or not. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, never mind. So even if we don't fill this up, we're good. Yeah, it must be the square ones are 20,000 liters because one was at 2,000 and oops, one was at 10%. Cotton is actually pretty good crop to grow, especially if you own a spinnery and a tailor shop. You get like $23,000 per 1,000 liters of clothing. And there are some tailor shops out there that create other items. I've never used one, but I've caught glimpses of them watching other people on YouTube. But yeah, if you want to make some money, I mean, even just selling straight up cotton, you can make a good bit on. Yeah, if you're on console, it probably wouldn't be good to take a cotton harvest because I don't think there's a way to unload bells early on console. They might have come out with a mod for that since I started playing on computer, but I don't know. I highly doubt it because it's a script mod, and for some reason they don't allow script mods on console. I'm not a tech guy, so don't know why that is. But I'm sure they got a pretty good reason. But then again, it is Giants, and half the stuff they do I don't understand. But yeah, I think we'll be lucky if we get 50% full on this harvester. We might be lucky to get 40%. Not okay. I'll say I didn't even look to see where we were going to sell this, but I forgot. Right now, there's only one sell point on the map, so that makes it a little obvious. You know, as soon as we get some more land, I'll probably put in more sell points, just so we can have a variety. You know, can't have a monopoly. Yeah, I know. I also have a series on FS19. Right now, I'm playing No Man's Land. Yeah, I don't know if that's a No Man's Land specific mod the Alien Jim made. but there's like 5 or 6 different sell points you can put down that, you know, kind of like the sell everything mod we have now, but there's no grading. It's just the yellow and black tape in a square. But there's one for wood, one for dairy, stuff like that. That'd be nice to have. That's when I was doing my series on Ronda Island or Renita Island or however it's pronounced. I just placed down buildings and put the sell everything by it and renamed it. But I like the idea of having it specific sell points. But I don't think they have that yet in 25. But if there's a modder who catches this, hey, that'd be a good idea to do. Instead of having more productions, have more specific sell points. That would be awesome for a start from scratch map like Ronda Island or Wampsville. Well, not Wampsville because that has enough stuff on it. Good map. DTAP did a really good job. Just the way Giants does their stuff, that add anything to Wampsville, it breaks the game. But honestly, I haven't found really much I had wanted to add to it, at least field type wise. I mean, you got the stone pit, the iron pit. The roller coaster was fun to build. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and should be able to just unload it right here and be good, I'm hoping. If I don't hit the silo. Alright, so let's make sure we get to where the trigger's at. Oh, we sold it already. I didn't even see it come out. Alright, so let's go ahead and complete or collect this contract. Alright, and now we're up to 31,785,000. And I think we'll call it a live stream there. For those of you who joined us, thank you for watching. For those of y'all who are lurking, feel free to comment. I'd love to interact with all y'all. And feel free to check out all my other series. Hey, Rusty, how's it going? Yeah, it's hard to do on this map, but, it ain't no Drumridge Farm. Well, welcome, Rusty. Uh, yeah, I saw your new video came out today. I haven't watched it yet. But I am enjoying that series, Rusty. Very good. I don't know why I'm running. But anyways, yeah, I invite y'all to catch my other series. I'm doing Farmer Donkey's Broke to Baron series on Drummond Farm. I'm doing Rusty Money's Angela Contractors Challenge on Angela Whispering Hollows. And like I said earlier, I'm doing a playthrough on No Man's Land on FS19 for Throwback Thursdays. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's evening, and I hope to see y'all next week. Until then, have fun.